Money can't buy you happiness, and a full wallet can never fill an empty heart. Those phrases certainly applied to Samuel Pattison, who did pretty well for himself in life.
Yeah, he was born in 1801. He became a wealthy farmer in his native Dorchester County with an estate of more than 700 acres. But rich, successful farmers can have bad days just like everybody else.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly what happened to Mr. Pattison on October 25th, 1857. Jim Duffy of Secrets of the Eastern Shore joins us on this Throwback Thursday to share the story of Pattison's bad day and explain why it ranks as an important piece of Delmarva history.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. Okay, so how did this bad day begin?
I love the way the historian Kate Clifford Larson begins this story. She says that Samuel Pattison knew there was a little bit of trouble on this day when his breakfast was not prepared for him when he woke up.
Oh.
He had all that farmland. He gets up. He's like, where's my breakfast? He looks out the window. All the chores on the farm, whatever, milking cows, feeding chickens, none of those are done either. On Saturday night, he went to bed. He had 15 slaves that he owned. On Sunday morning, he woke up. They were all gone.
Oh boy.
Some of his neighbors had a bad day too. This story is known as the Cambridge 28. This happened outside of Cambridge in an area called Town Point, and in one run, 28 different slaves made a run for it.
Wow.
It's really a remarkable story. That's the biggest number in any one run that we know of on the Delmarva Peninsula. And what makes it really extraordinary is there were all these children involved. So there were like half of them, like 13 or 14, were like children under the age of 10. There was a 1-year-old, there was a 9-month-old, there was a 2-week-old, and her mother.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Daphne Cornish is her name. I can't remember the name of all 28, but Daphne Cornish deserves a little extra credit for making this run.
And they all made it?
It was a crazy run, but in the end, they all made it. So they started out probably on the water, and then they got on the land. So it's 28 people. It's raining for 3 days. Their food runs out in 1 day.
Oh boy.
Now, they're going so slow because they have all these kids and there's 28 people. But they do have a secret weapon on their side, and that is Harriet Tubman. So Harriet Tubman was in Dorchester County at the time of this escape. She was trying to get a sister and her family. That didn't work out for Harriet Tubman. But the theory is that Harriet Tubman gave these people advice, and they found their way to one of the best Underground Railroad conductors, a guy named William Brinkley. By the time they found him, they've crossed the line into Delaware. These people are really serious. They are armed with guns and knives and this weapon called a paw, which is like a metal thing with claws. It's kind of a real give me liberty or give me death thing that these people have. They find their way to Brinkley, and they're going so slow that news that there's thousands of dollars in rewards for them has traveled before they even get there. But Brinkley has a lot of experience, and he decides to go all the way around Wilmington instead of through Wilmington. And with all these people kind of hot on their trail, they actually make it to this little town in Delaware called Centerville. And there they get set upon by a mob of Irish immigrants. And there's like a big brawl in the middle of the street outside of hotel. It's unclear whether the Irish immigrants wanted the reward or whether they were just drunk and wanted to fight. But there was gunfire. One of the Irish immigrants got hurt. But at least 27 and probably all 28 people actually made it all the way to the North Canada and upstate New York, and they all made it safely. It's really an incredible story.
When you think about it, it's really hard to travel with kids these days. Could you imagine trying to do it back then?
Exactly. Now, back to Samuel Pattison. So not only did he not get his breakfast that morning, but he turned into a laughingstock because the press was all full of news about this humiliating escape. And then somebody interviewed the escapees later, and so he's mainly known in history now as like a guy with a drinking problem and a bad temper, and his wife is known as somebody who's really mean and didn't give slaves enough to eat. So it was really a very bad day, but does it make me small if I don't feel that bad?
Yeah.
No, is that okay? You guys you're small too. It's good.
He deserved that bad day and many more.
What comes around goes around.
Exactly. Jim Duffy, Secrets of the Eastern Shore, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.